Hello. Welcome to another accessible yoga class. It's good to have you here. I hope that you will find the practice today to be a benefit to your body and to help calm your mind and just to feel good in your soul and spirit as we just spend the next 30-40 minutes moving together with the breath and just being here as we are in this moment. So welcome. So today's practice, let's begin with some centering time. So find a comfortable seat, whether you're in a chair or on your mat, whatever is best for you. This is an accessible class, so variations will be offered for both seated and standing practices. So I invite you to just find a comfortable seat. Just bring that spine into length, tall, long. Just feel that expansion. Let your shoulders relax down and back. Your chin is just relaxed too, maybe parallel with the floor, maybe a little bit more relaxed than that. And just breathe and be here. Notice your breath. Maybe even place your hand on your heart and feel your heartbeat. Just check in with our body, with our head. As we inhale and exhale and clearing the extra gunk there. Noticing how your neck and shoulders feel, your arms, your wrists and hands, your legs, your feet. And on the next 2 or 3 inhales, send that beautiful healing breath to wherever your body needs a little extra love right now. And as you're doing that, I'd like to share with you some words from one of my teachers. The human condition right now is a bit like a static charge, a turbulent charge. It calls for us to move slower, live simpler, be less busy, be very still, and to stay grounded. It is a time to be more than a time to do. Finding consistency in routines, a schedule, nutrition, daily experiences, pleasure, spiritual practice, work, socialization and connections, different areas of our life for which we consider building in consistency as we experience this time together. Consistency brings a little bit of structure to our day. And not consistency as far as rigidity, but consistency which brings a sense of reliability, things that we can count on, things we can choose. And as you softly open your eyes with a soft gaze, inhale, arms to sky. Exhale toward the earth. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Let's bring our right hand out in front of us. And as we take it out to the side, we can turn our head and follow that arm. At some point, our arm can continue to move, but maybe our head doesn't. Maybe just our gaze follows that thumb, while our head remains the same. And bringing the arm back, and then bringing our gaze, head back to center, and lowering that arm. Just feeling a nice stretch in the neck without forcing it. So we'll try that on the other side. So we just bring this opposite arm open, open, open. And at some point the neck will have gone as far as it should go. But you can see about bringing that arm more open and it's continuing to follow the thumb with your gaze. And then bring that back in. Wonderful. And then we'll bring both arms up. Clasp the fingers with the index fingers pointing upward. Let's just do a little side bend one direction. Whatever direction you're bending, lift that heel off the ground if you're standing or if you're sitting. And coming back to center, going the other direction, and then lifting that heel up off the ground. Coming back to center. Bringing the arms down, crossing over and just giving yourself a hug. Bringing those shoulders in, maybe coming forward just a little bit. And then opening the arms up on an inhale. And then exhale, cross the arms with the opposite arm on top with another hug. And then opening back up again. Beautiful. Let's rest our hands on our lap and let's take one of our ears to that same shoulder and then look down toward that shoulder. Breathe here. And draw a smile across your collarbone, going to the other side. Looking down at the opposite shoulder. And then bringing that smile back to the other side. Gaze outward, back to center. We'll do that again, beginning on the other side. So reach the opposite ear to the other shoulder. Make sure this one doesn't, it wants to help. It needs to stay put, it had its turn. Looking down toward the shoulder. Drawing that smile across the collarbone. Gaze forward. Looking back down at the shoulder, coming back across the collarbone. Gaze forward and up. Lovely. Let's bring our arms together, our forearms together, reaching out as if we were serving tea. Reaching up, keeping the forearms together, then slicking back our hair as we part the elbows, bring the backs of the hands together and the hands down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, serving tea. Exhale, slicking back, parting the elbows. Inhale, backs of the hands together, hands to the sky, and exhale. We'll do it one more time. Lovely. Let's just go ahead and take our, keeping our right hand on our right knee, and then our left hand on our left hip, and just go ahead and twist to the left side. Nice, gentle, open twist to begin our practice. Coming back to center, and go to the other side. So notice your same hand is on the same knee. This hand is on the hip, open to the other side. center. All right, now let's go ahead and we'll ride a little one-legged bicycle here. So sitting up straight and tall, you can hang onto your chair if that is helpful to you. And then come back, warming up the hip and the knee. Relax, and we'll do the other side. One-legged bike. And then back. And rest that foot on the ground. Lovely. Extend both legs. Okay, and then we'll just point our toes out and flex, bring the toes toward the shin. Just a point and flex. Just get a little movement into the ankle joint. And then rotate the ankles one direction, nice and slow. And then back the other direction. Give those toes a good squeeze and then let it separate. Bring them together, squeezing and separate. One more time. And bring both feet in. We'll bring our arms out to sides with our fingers pointing to the ground. And then as we lower, pressing out. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And then just bring our wrists forward. Just give a few wrist circles here. And then go the opposite direction. Give your hands a little squeeze. Spread those fingers out. Squeeze. A little squeeze, and we'll just shake it out. Shake everything out, and we will begin. So we'll begin with some a moving mountain, and we'll ring the chime to invite us to our asana practice. We're all warmed up, ready to go. All right, so moving mountain. So you can do this standing or seated. We'll breathe in, come up on our tiptoes, arms to sky. Exhale, lower. That a couple more times. This time we'll just lift one arm. And then the opposite arm. Inhale up on the toes and reaching. Exhale, lower. Inhale up on the toes, extending the arm. Exhale, lower. Keep taking turns back and forth. Going at your own pace, but do make it a slow pace. We want to really feel that stretch and strength in our ankles and the work our brain is doing when both sides of the body are doing the same thing. And finally, let's bring both arms up and let's just be here for a moment. Up on our tippy toes, reaching for the sky. And then gently and slowly lower. Bring your hands to heart, to mountain. So feet are about 2/5 apart. It's kind of a good rule of thumb, about the length of a dollar bill or so. And root down in all the corners of the feet. Sit back, find your sit bones. Standing tall, engage the quads. And then the chair, pressing into the earth, feeling the quads engage. Shoulders relaxed down and back, a nice tall spine, palms facing outward, chin parallel to the floor. Tadasana, mountain pose. beautiful pose of stability, strength, stillness, serenity. It just has it all. So we'll take a couple of breaths here. And then open the eyes and come into step to the front of your mat. And if you're in your chair, you will turn to the side and we will step our right leg back to warrior one. So you can have, standing, you can have a good piece of distance between the insides of your feet, more like you're on railroad tracks than a balance beam. And then in the chair, you can step back like this, or you can bring that foot forward if that feels better, or you can simply have it out to the side. Whichever feels best in your body, that's what you do. Okay? And then we'll bring our arms up into our heart. Inhale, arms up. And exhale to the heart. Now this time, our left leg is forward. So our left hand will stay at our side. And as we inhale, we'll just bring up our right arm. So I'll come this way so you can see a little bit better. Let my right side be off the chair there. And you can do it this way too. It just can feel a little more stable if you have the back of the chair to your side. So breathing in and out. Bring your hand to your heart. Breathe in and out. You can continue this for a few more breaths. And if you're standing, when you exhale, you could straighten that front leg for a break. We'll do one more with both hands. Okay. And we'll gently bring that back leg forward and we'll move to the other side. So step your left foot back this time and decide where you want, if you're in the chair, where you want that to be. This time, I think I'll just have my knee going straight down instead of extending it back or having it out to the side. And I'll see how that feels. And if it doesn't feel right, I can change it because it's my yoga practice, just like it's your yoga practice. Just here to guide and give suggestions. Okay? So let's breathe in. And out as you exhale, you can straighten that front leg if you're standing. Breathe in and out. And now we'll just leave the hand of the leg, of the bent leg, that hand will stay at the side and we'll just raise the opposite arm. This asymmetrical work is really great for our brain and our nervous system. It's important. One more. And then we'll take both arms to sky and bring to our heart. And we'll step that back leg forward. If I'm in a chair, I like to lean a little and just gently help that leg around. And let's just go ahead and kind of jiggle out those legs. They both had their turn, holding strong in different ways. And it can just feel good to kind of loosen them up. Do a little jogging without your foot leaving the floor. A little of that. So let's bring our heel toe, your feet wide, standing or sitting. And then with a nice long spine, we will hinge from the hips. That's where we'll bending from, not the waist, but the hips. And we'll just come forward. Just gonna bring our forearms on our legs. And we're only gonna come forward about halfway and be right here. So this is a half fold or a half lift, depending on what direction you're coming at it from. Notice how it feels in your back. And on your next inhale, come back up. We'll try that again. Inhale. And exhale. Reaching forward. Your hands on your thighs. Maybe you could see what it might feel like to bring your hands down to your shins and come down a little bit farther. Or you can keep your forearms up where they were and just bring the torso lower. And inhale, back up to standing or sitting. Do it one more time, breathing in and exhaling, coming forward. You decide where your hands are going to be. Your knees should be slightly bent, even if you're standing. And just fold forward where it feels comfortable in your body. And then inhale, we'll come back up to seated. And exhale. This is my pup, Keo, if you haven't seen her before. She's a good girl. Yeah, she is. So let's go ahead, and this time, let's take our left. We'll go ahead and take our, actually I'm gonna ask you to do something a little different. I'm gonna have you, if you're practicing Warrior Two in a chair, I'm going to ask you, can you move over? Put your chair more at an angle, so you're sitting more on the corner of it. If you're standing, no worries. So this just gives you a little more space. So you have your front leg is bent, and your back leg can step outward. And this especially works better if you don't have to have a dog in your way, but we work with it. So it just allows you to have a little more space here and yet feel steady on the chair. And you have the chair here. You can always keep one hand on the chair. Then we'll bring our hips are facing the long edge of our mat, arms out, shoulder height, and looking out over that front leg. Breathe in. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. And if you're standing, you can straighten the leg on an exhale to give that knee a break. Breathing in. And out. And in. And out. Now we'll breathe into Warrior Two. And on an exhale, come to side angle. So we'll bring that forearm over our front leg. And then this arm can be wherever it feels comfortable for you and your body. I find it, if I'm gonna reach out over my ear, I find it more comfortable to come at that this way than coming at it this way. That doesn't feel as good in my body, but this way I can do. And the fact is, you don't have to bring this arm up at all. You can keep it right here. Honor your body, honor your shoulder. Now come back up to Warrior Two. Inhale. And exhale to side angle. Inhale to Warrior Two. Exhale to side angle. Now let's inhale to warrior two and exhale to reverse. So you're going to take your hand on that back leg and bring that front arm up. Your gaze can be upward. Your gaze can just be at, your eye level, or you can look down. Take care of your neck. And then we'll come back up into warrior two. Inhale and exhale to reverse. Breathing into warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Breathing into warrior two. Relax the arms down and heel toe both feet back to center. Let's just take a moment in our seated or standing mountain. Just notice what you're feeling on each side of your body. And then we'll go ahead and do that on the other side. So this time, our right leg is our front leg. We extend back with our left leg. So find where it feels comfortable to you. Now this leg is not going straight back because this doesn't really work that way when you're sitting in a chair, even if the chair is cattywampus. So just know that, and it's okay, it's fine. Okay, let's come into warrior two. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the front leg if you're standing on the exhale. Breathing in. And out. And in. And out. Now we'll add in the side angle. If at any time you're seating and this back leg is, cramping or not feeling comfortable, just bend that knee a little bit more and find a place for you to have that leg that feels strong and stable and not too straining. So breathe in here and then exhale to side angle. Inhale to warrior two. We'll take a nice long inhales and exhales. Exhale to side angle. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale to warrior two. And then we'll exhale to reverse warrior. So we're going to bring that back hand on our leg. Bring that other hand up. Down at my pup. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Even if this is too much for your arm, you don't have to bring it up there. You can just bring it like, maybe bring your hand behind your back or just bring it to your shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing into warrior two and relax your hands down at your sides. Let's heel toe our feet together. And let's think about some options for our balance posture today, Vrikshasana or tree pose. Okay. So I'll move my chair back around here. So just a little bit more where I want it. So if I'm practicing tree in the chair, I have options. I can extend my leg and just have bring the bottom of my foot to the outside of my ankle. So this leg is open, my knee is bent, and it's here. Maybe I want to cross it over here. It's an option. Or maybe I want to cross it here. Or maybe I just bring it over here. You can do any of those things. So if you're someone whose tree practices in a chair, you can explore those options and decide which one feels best in your body today. If you're someone who practices tree standing, you do have a chair available to you, so you can use that to support your balance. And root down into your supporting leg, which will be our left leg for the first side. Open that hip, your heel is on the inside of your ankle. And regardless if you're practicing in a chair or standing, you find your drishti or your focal point, and you can stay here. Or maybe I put my hand on a chair and explore bringing that foot up to the inside of my calf. Maybe I fall out, and that's okay. That happens in life, doesn't it? We fall out, we mess up, we try again. And when you're ready, bring that knee back around to the front, and we'll go to the other side. Now, I didn't really talk to you about the arms, but there are options for arms, of course. You can have your hands at heart. You can bring them up to into the air. You can have them out at the sides, whatever feels best for you. Okay. All right, so this time we'll be rooting down into our right leg. So even if you're in the chair and you're extended, you can press that right leg into the floor and engage those muscles. Then decide where you go ahead and bend that left knee and open that hip and decide where you want that foot to go. Find your drishti, your focal point. Then when you're ready, what would you like to do with your arms? Maybe one arm is resting on the chair to support you for your balance if you're standing. Maybe not. If your arms are up, you might, if you feel some tension in your shoulders, just think about relaxing those shoulders down. Or you can have your hands at your heart. Keep your focal point. And you don't have to keep your hands in the exact same place the whole time. We're exploring. We're trying different things. There's not just one way to do anything in yoga. When you're ready, bring that knee forward and that foot to the ground and find your Tadasana, mountain pose. So we're rooting back into those four corners of the feet, engaging our legs, engaging the quads, drawing in the waistband, lengthening that spine, shoulders down and back, hands at sides, palms open, facing front. As you prepare to find your place for Savasana, whatever that may look like for you in your home, please know that I'm grateful to have practiced with you today. Thank you for joining me. Please be safe, be well, and filled with peace. I'll see you next time. Namaste.